Where can I find the best Palian inspiration? Well, welcome to your very first Palian Tour Guides Reddit review. I'm Offending Commit. We're going to take a look at some of the best build submissions this week, and hopefully next week you'll be one of them. So first one is my first all building blocks build Pueblo Deco style. I saw this in person and oh my gosh, like the pictures don't even do it justice. This is by Esmeralda Starlit Moon, member of our Discord. Link in the description if you'd like to join. We have some really cool people in our Discord. But seeing this in person, this first of all was done on a Switch, and like I said, the pictures just, you have to see this in person if you can, get a hold of Esmeralda and Palia. Ask to see this in person if you can. I have a VOD as well, but just everything that you're seeing here is just artfully crafted. It's just, oh my gosh. The lighting, all the different angles, like there was a lot of attention to detail, and this was purely just all building blocks. So I like the building blocks personally. I think that they can, wow. I mean, right there at the decor limit, before the Elderwood update, 2999. That's crazy. That is crazy to be able to accomplish all of that and also under the limit. So a lot of different pictures in different lighting. I love this. I absolutely love this. This is a fantastic post to kick us off. Y'all just keep these in your back pocket. Just like wait until he sees this. Moonstruck piano inspired by the player Lyra Blackwood's design. Ooh, Technicore build. Oh, that's crazy. That is a pretty cool looking piano. I like all the details in this too, especially just the stuff that we see. Honestly, the pictures that y'all take are incredible. One of my favorite fish types in Palia by Denebula White Star. Oh yeah, I love all of the different types of fish and bugs, especially if they glow. I mean, it just has such a nice touch. All these rays, all those rays of sunshine you got there. That's awesome. So some of these are from me. I didn't actually make this post, but I cross-posted them from the Palia subreddit. So if you happen to be on the Palia subreddit and you want me to take a look at this, there is a cross-post function. You can just share the post directly into Palian Tour Guides. I'd love to see it. I built a tavern. Oh, that's a nice looking tavern. I've seen a lot of taverns in Palia, and I'm not saying that to minimize this at all. Everybody has their own take on taverns. The design language of Palia really lends itself to make any kind of world that you want, any kind of house. But when you start adding in like the earth tones and you got all of the different curtains and everything, every time that they add new stuff in Palia, it just adds more and more ability to be able to make the thing that you want in different ways. So I love this. Very good job. From Bahari with Love, the last challenge plot. Yeah, so we do monthly challenges every other week as well. We have a couple of bi-week challenges too. This one was Bahari with Love, and this was kind of a celebration of Kilima and Bahari. The bugs, the fish, the design, because every area has its own design, including Elderwood. Let's take a look at this. There's lots of floating things and angles and plushies. It's always fun. Mayway does great work. I know some of y'all look at this and y'all are able to kind of break it down in terms of like how it was actually done. I'm not one of those people. I just kind of sit back and be like, ooh, that looks cool. And that's, I mean, Other than that, if you start breaking down all of the different steps that it took to make these things happen, you'll hurt your brain, that's for sure. But yeah, this is Maywoy's plot. That's fantastic. Awesome. Tent from my loom. Oh, we got another Maywoy one. I saw this in our Discord. You know, we have our tents that we start at the game with, but some of y'all just make your own tents, you know? Oh, we got rugs, all different kind of rugs. That's wild. That is wild. See, I look at this and I wonder, like, okay, how long did it really take you to do that? And obviously it was worth it, you know? How many of y'all are into this kind of design style? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. Mischief from my Cernic Twins, episode 1. I love this. I love how people take plushies. Like, do you remember Palia without plushies, right? Like, how long have you played Palia? Have you played Palia long enough to know Palia without plushies? Because I don't think that Singularity 6 accounted for the impact that plushies would have in Palia. Because now plushies are everywhere. And in my opinion, I think that they are such a wonderful way to personify a plot. They're a wonderful way to like tell a story that you want to tell. And this is a fantastic example of it. Good job. Good job. What's been like your favorite story to tell with plushies? That's a good conversation topic. So this is my own. This is a build challenge that I have specifically for Palia. Welcome to the monthly build challenge. Out of this world. I like video editing. It's probably one of my favorite artistic outlets. Native flora exhibiting bioluminescence. But this out of this world Palia challenge. So one of the things about Elderwood, if you haven't been to Elderwood yet, it is otherworldly. It feels alien. Movement detected. We are not. But it also feels familiar somehow. So this build challenge is all about making your plot feel like you just beamed in from a spaceship. You came across this area, you crash landed in a spaceship, and you got to use Elderwood stuff to make your plot look like completely alien. Your objective is to recreate your crash landing site using as many Elderwood elements as your alien brain can handle. Obviously you'll need Elderwood stuff to do this, but you can totally mix in some other stuff too. And if you haven't seen the video, it's a quick watch. Go check it out on my YouTube. I'll have a link in the description. The deadline is going to be June 12th. Make it lush, make it weird, make it alien, make it unsettling. This isn't just a build. It's a warning beacon. And I hope to see y'all. I hope to see y'all during that stream. I want to tour some crazy looking plots in person. That's gonna look good. Newest spots in my main plot. Another fantastic one by Maywoy. Practically a engineer. I love the colors. Palia lighting is just something fantastic. Also, like I mentioned earlier, the photography game that y'all have is incredible. It's one thing to just create things in Palia. It's a whole nother world to just be able to take the pictures and capture it in that way. So that's awesome. This is another one. Look at some landscaping ideas I stole from other people. I wouldn't necessarily say that you stole them. I'd say that you were inspired by it. It's kind of funny for me because a lot of people feel like that their builds need a bibliography. I'm not that type of person. It doesn't matter. I'm touring you right now, you know what I mean? I think that this is very well executed because like there's not a way for you to actually copy somebody. You're always going to put your own spin on it, in my opinion. And I wanted to highlight this one because I honestly thought this was actually really cool. Let's watch it again. So we got these different pathways. We have kind of a walk around, and this is, in my opinion, this is one of those ways that you can terminate a sightline. So you force a person to have to walk around, stop, look at it from different angles. And the takeaway from this is whether or not you do something like you do this exact thing, like you could potentially recreate it just from looking at this picture. However, if you take this concept of forcing people to walk around a central location, whether that's in a house or whether that's in your landscaping, you can help people see the areas around it. And even just doing this slightly, right? You can have more people see more of your plot this way. It forces them to explore. And I'll say it right now, like, I think the tour board is, you know, still has some rough edges around it, but if you are just wanting to get votes on merit, that's probably one of the best ways to do it, is just to kind of force people to look around your plot. But this is a good example of Technicore and Terracore. Pretty awesome stuff. Photos from Palia album. I love it when people just dump photos, you know? I absolutely love it when people dump photos. Because, like, the camera in Palia, it still could use some work, but there's just so much character in this. There's so much character in this. And the cool thing about the reshare feature is you can easily go back to the original post. I want to make it very clear, I'm not taking credit for this. Absolutely not. I am just simply bubbling up some good content. That's all. New band in town. See, this is an example of expressing yourself through plushies, you know? Also using a lot of the new plushies that we got from the drops. Those are awesome. Very awesome. I love this. What kind of song do y'all think is playing? Y'all think it's bluegrass? Because they're blue? Oh, that's terrible. I know, I'm fired. I've done it. Whoa. Look at that. Did they get all of the new stuff? Yeah, that's all the new stuff in Elderwood, it seems like. I got one of these rare guys the other day, just schmoll hunting. I happen to say that schmoll hunting is probably one of my favorite activities so far in Elderwood. And that begs the question, what is your favorite? What's your favorite activity? Do you like hunting the slimy boys, or you like hunting the schmolls? I think the schmolls are really fun to hunt. I missed my plot already. Why? Why do you miss your plot? I'm kind of confused. I mean, these are some really good pictures. Oh, I kind of think I labeled this one as Cluttercore, but I kind of think that, did you tear it down? I wonder if they tore it down. That's kind of wild. But I mean, these are immaculately taken pictures. I also realized how much those books cost. Like, that costs a lot of gold. That costs a lot of gold to get all those books. That's crazy. But I love this design. See, this is the kind of stuff that I'd love to see in person. It's the kind of stuff I'd love to see in person. Oh, I love seeing this too. Like, this is so bright, open. You got flowers and everything. The way that the light hits the flowers is really something special. Really something special. I really wonder though, given the context, if they had taken their plot down. Because that's kind of why you would take pictures like this. Sometimes it's just kind of, that's what you have to do. You have to capture it in a certain way to give yourself permission to change. But I love this though. I love the colors. I love the lighting. I would have loved to tour this in person if it was still around. That's fantastic. Little nooks and crannies too. That is fantastic. I think that's a wonderful note to end on. I mean, we had a lot of really good submissions. I hope to see more next week. I want to feature some of the best design in Palian and just kind of make Palian tour guides one of the central locations for Palian inspiration. But with that being said, you know, if you like me doing these, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments, what is one thing that really just kind of made you sit back in your chair when it comes to inspiration in Palia? I'll see y'all for the next one. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.